What's up, guys? ArtistVersion1 here, and welcome back to another edition of the Three-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast. And of course, you can't have the three-way dance unless there's three of us. So joining me as always is Shelby, aka Shubs.
Heyo.
Fuck off, Shelby. And joining me is that's our
gonna
new
be
thing
the new
now.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's the new thing now.
Fuck
And
off.
joining me as always is he thinks we're alone now, Nick.
I don't have a Sly reference for that. I just don't.
Come on, you don't want to.
Hot, though.
You don't want to wrap me in your arms and tumble to the ground, and
No, he wants to
No,
stay
I'm
with
good.
BJ.
No.
Well,
All right, guys. So we got a show for you here tonight. Of course, we're going to talk about some news that I've written down here. We're going to talk about SummerSlam, maybe Takeover, because I didn't know we were doing that until literally about a minute and a half ago. Because anybody who wants to go back and listen to the last episode, they know that we weren't doing that. And of course, we're going to play our games. We're going to play three-word dance. We're going to play It Came From eBay. We're going to see if Shelby can extend his lead. And maybe we'll cut the Sports List of the Week to make room for Takeover. But I saw something on the Sports List of the Week that I was like, I got to talk about that because it pissed me off. And of course, we have some questions here. So let's go ahead and get right into the news here. And the first thing being from Takeover, because I didn't know we were going to review Takeover. But from Takeover, Adam Cole reportedly done with WWE. His contract is up and done. He is out the door. So bad or good for Adam Cole?
Depends how you look at it. Although I think they could have given him enough money to stay. And I wish they did.
Considering that they're going to be making some changes, and albeit we don't know what those changes are yet to NXT, I think it's good that he got the hell out.
I think it's good. However, it could be bad. If he goes to AEW, he's going to get lost in the shuffle.
He's going to get lost in the shuffle, and he's going to start doing the jokey bullshit that everybody else does. He's not going to feel special.
He's going to be in the elite.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Is what they'll do.
Yep.
They'll put him in the elite. I mean, it's just great.
Because they're trying to make it the next bull.
Or maybe he goes to Impact.
I doubt that.
God, let's hope not. I mean, in a way, if he goes to AEW, he'll be going to Impact at some point.
Yeah.
And NWA, and New Japan. And...
I don't know. I guess it remains to be seen what these new changes are in NXT. I'm very skeptical.
He's a guy that I think, even though he's smaller, I think Vince could have got with him. It's just whether the people around Vince were able to explain to him Adam Cole and put him over to Vince. I think that's really what it depended on.
Well, look at all the other people that have gone to Vince before and said, this is the guy right here. And like Vince was like, okay. And then like perfect example, Mike Bennett. Mike Bennett is somebody who talked himself into a very nice contract and even talked himself into a way of saying, I'm not going to NXT. And Vince said, well, goddamn, pal. Okay. And look how well that worked out for him.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't have fucking said he wasn't going to NXT. I don't know. Also, the other thing, I don't think Mike Bennett is on the same level as Adam Cole. You know?
Oh.
I don't. I don't.
Hurts.
At the time that Mike Bennett was
signed,
at the time that Mike Bennett was first signed to a WWE contract, he was on the same level as Adam Cole. It's not Mike Bennett's fault. It's not Mike Bennett's fault that WWE fucked him up.
Yeah, agreed.
That's fair.
And this is probably my second favorite thing I'm going to end up talking about on this podcast. The other one coming later. But yesterday on Raw, Shelby's favorite wrestler debuted a new look.
He's not my favorite wrestler, but okay.
I know, but you always want to fucking defend him.
I do.
But Karrion Kross debuted what they are calling a gladiator look on Raw. That's what I've heard it called online. They've called it the gladiator look, complete with mask, little cross bra straps and everything.
He didn't have the mask on when he was wrestling, though.
No,
I guess
had
with
it
the
for
gladiator style mask though, you don't necessarily. Anyways.
So what do you think of the new look, Shelby?
If we talk about Takeover, we'll be talking about Karrion Kross. But at this point, I mean, if they're really going to put a lot of stock into him, then I guess keep going and see where this goes. But if this is going to be one of those things where in 6 months he's jobbing out to fucking God knows who, then just fucking release his ass and let him go to the NWA.
Agreed.
Like, just be done with it.
His ass.
It looks like the Sultan face fucked the fucking. Now I can't even remember Lord Tensai. It's
wasn't it dry with no lube or something?
Yeah, dry, hard, and forceful.
Dry, hard, and forceful.
Yeah, I was thinking like this was the Spartacus gimmick that Ric Flair never got.
Oh God, Ric Flair would have looked worse in it. To be fair,
that's the recycled parts from the Sultan. They went to what's his face in the warehouse and were like, "Hey, so do you still have the Sultan's helmet? What? You know, just the Sultan's headgear. Do you still have it? For what? What are you doing? We need it. What are you doing? Just watch Raw. You'll find out.
Worry about what the fuck we doing. Give me the Sultan helmet. It's gonna be good shit, pal.
I didn't realize it until I saw that Ricochet match too, how small the Karrion Kross actually is. I don't know. After like the match that he had with Joe on Takeover, I'm not like as into him as I used to be. I don't know.
You're finally seeing the light of how shitty he is.
I think, unfortunately, due to their booking. Yes.
Next in the news here, we speculated on it, I think either last week or the week before last, but a very popular pay-per-view is returning in October.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
The Crown Jewel is returning.
Oh my God, we're not watching Crown Jewel, are we?
Oh, we must. We can't deprive our listeners of that.
Oh.
That dumpster fire.
I'm already regretting my decision.
Because of course they're going to put on some big marquee main event. They're going to resurrect like Chris Benoit from the dead and put him in the main event somehow, pay him like an assload of money. You know?
Just a hologram.
And reportedly, it looks like, I didn't write this down, but it just reminded me, reportedly the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring finals are slated for that pay-per-view.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I hope that doesn't mean we're getting King Mansoor.
No. No way.
I'd be down for King
They're
Mansoor.
Pushing him hard on Raw right now, though.
Yeah, I'll admit, I kind of like the Mansoor Mustafa Ali story that's going on Raw. That's like one of the little nuggets of gems that you find on Raw.
I do like that. But I'm not sure Mansoor is ready to win King of the Ring, and I just fear that's what's
I would
happen.
love it if you won King of the Ring, because that's exactly what I've been saying for like the last whenever times they run this tournament. It's like, give it to somebody who could use it and propel themselves.
True, yeah. It'd be nice if it came down to Mansoor and Mustafa Ali.
Oh, so yeah, that'd be nice.
Mustafa.
It'll
be a Raw and a SmackDown guy, though. More than likely.
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it will be.
Depends on who's going to go to Saudi Arabia.
Aren't they doing a draft soon, too?
Yep.
Yeah, so maybe that'll change, too. Before Saudi.
Well, on to some happier news. Dark Side of the Ring has finally slated its second half of the third season. It's going to be returning September 16th.
Starting off with Plane Ride from Hell.
Yep, and the first episode is Plane Ride from Hell.
That's cool.
Other episodes have yet to air. XPW, FMW. What else hasn't aired yet?
The Steroid Trial.
Steroid Trial, that's going to be the season finale.
Isn't Luna as well? Yeah.
Which one?
Luna.
Yep, Luna. So a couple more nice sounding episodes left there.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I wanted to mention there.
Yeah.
All right. And of course, we got to mention the final bit of news, which of course is the elephant in the room. A former WWE star has joined AEW after a long wait, and that being Everrise from WWE NXT. They are now going by 2.0 in AEW. They are now all elite.
They're very annoying, by the way.
Yeah. All right. I think that's all the news this week. Did we cover it?
Yeah, I think so. There was no other important debuts.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That weren't on SummerSlam or NXT Takeover.
No, I don't think there was. I don't think there was anything involving. Oh, what was it again?
Rampage or something? I think I've heard of that show.
Rampage? Yeah. That Friday night
show. Something about being sick and not being able to get better if you stayed in the place you got sick. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Joke's over. All right.
Yeah.
I wrote down Everrise 2.0 just for the setup. I actually wrote down Ric Flair's rumored to go down to AEW, and that was going to be a setup too. But I was like, I think I'd be overkilling the joke with that one.
Yeah.
But yes, of course, CM Punk made his long-awaited return to professional wrestling. On AEW Rampage, why AEW Rampage? Because that's the last episode they're going to do live for right now. They're going to
because they were in Chicago. That's why.
But still,
that's why.
Oh,
he booked the building just for that.
Bring him out. If they didn't bring him out that night, they would have fucking
that place was burning
burnt that place to the ground. You know, they would have set the seats on fire, as Jim Cornette said.
I still wish they would have did it. It's like fucking a cult of personality. Fucking Kenny Omega walks out. Then on Dynamite, they do it again. Cult of personality. Kenny Omega walks out to the ring. Fucking uber heat. Okay. Then the music plays again. And then Kenny Omega's like, what? What's going on? Then Punk walks out. People go fucking nuts.
You can't do Punk and Omega right off the bat, though. That's the problem. And setting that up, doing it that way, that's what would be the next feud. You got to hold those two apart. I'm not a big Kenny Omega fan, but I think Punk can get a lot out of him because Kenny Omega is good. It's just his promos and a lot of his mannerisms I don't care for. But that's like your biggest pay-per-view of the year, and like a year down the line, have Punk go through the rest of the roster before he gets to Omega.
Your opinion is wrong, but okay. Also relating to the Punk return, have you guys heard about the crying fan at the Punk return?
Mm-hmm.
I saw him. I didn't hear about him.
Tommy Dreamer actually put out a notice trying to ask fans to find him, like find him on social media or something, because a lot of people were making fun of him for actually crying at the return because it's still real to him, damn it. But Tommy Dreamer wants to fly him in personally for Bound for Glory, which that's a great prize there.
Yeah.
Hey, you're watching AEW. We want to fly you in for an Impact show, which
is
that's
Punk.
But it also
here? No.
But
also did,
Tony Khan wants to fly him in for either All Out or Dynamite, one of the two. So I thought that was very classy, even though that's a terrible downgrade. Plus, also, I didn't write this down, but also Brock Lesnar guy was ringside for.
I thought that was him.
It was. He was there.
And then he was at SummerSlam the next night.
Yeah, he was there too. Yep. And Punk also setting the record for the largest amount of sales on ProWrestlingTees.com with his brand new T-shirt.
Of course.
Yeah.
Which, my God, I'm in the autograph community, and there's certain groups that sell oddities and shit like that. There was actually somebody in the group trying to sell one of the T-shirts for $300. We all just laughed at him.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And finally, CM Punk finally got to live his dream. In WWE, he kept asking for something, and he finally got it. He finally got his ice cream bars.
But he had to pay for them himself.
He did. He did foot the bill for him, but he finally got his chocolate-covered vanilla bean ice cream bars that they did give out for free if you attended AEW Rampage that Friday. So a lot of Punk-related stuff, obviously.
That's just hilarious.
Yeah, he
Taz
finally
was
got his ice
melting on TV.
What was that, Nick?
Taz was melting on live TV. He's sitting there stuffing his face with ice cream. Oh, it's melting. It's too hot here. I'm like, oh, fuck, great.
I just like that he finally got his ice cream bars.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah. And there was something else Punk related I wanted to say. What was it? Booker T. Booker T did not like the Punk return. He thought it was not that great.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't get it. How could anybody?
I didn't read the
Because
article. I didn't read that
WWE.
article. I just read the headline. It was just like Booker T was not impressed with CM Punk's return.
More or less because he dumped on WWE.
Oh.
So was Booker in the past.
Yeah, but Booker is Booker, and Booker is still a WWE loyalist, so he's not gonna be like, "Oh, it was great." Obviously, he's gonna say,
just don't say anything.
I will admit, I did like the promo. I like how he was able to bag on WWE without actually saying WWE.
Yes, and he kept that part short because there's been too many times, especially TNA was the worst for it, where, you know, you get a WWE guy come out, former WWE guy, and he just shits on WWE for like 5 fucking minutes, you know?
Yep.
But Punk didn't do that. He didn't need to.
I think he mentioned that he mentioned that he didn't want to work in the place, that he was sick, that kept making him sick, and he mentioned that the famous line now, which is, you know, August 5th, 2000 whatever.
I left professional wrestling.
The wrestling
August 20th. Well, yeah.
Yeah. So. All right. So I guess, you know, the whole point I brought it up, are you guys, now that he's actually confirmed, because I was a firm believer in that he wasn't showing up until I actually saw him, are you guys excited that Punk is back? Are you guys excited that they set up CM Punk versus Darby Allin as the first match for him back?
I think it was a good first match to go to. I am excited that he's back.
Yeah, I'm excited for that match.
I think he can get a lot out of Darby Allin. I think he can get a lot out of most of the roster there if he really wants to, which I'm sure he's into it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how they book him and how they treat him, because that is going to be the real question now, because he's been a little disparaging too. Well, he doesn't keep silent on anything, so I mean, it didn't really matter who was doing it. He would, you know, if he didn't like something, he'd tell you, right? So it'll be interesting.
I like that he's back. I don't necessarily like the idea he's going to... I don't like the idea that Darby Allin's going to lose. I also don't like the idea that Punk's going to lose.
Well, Punk's not going to lose to Darby Allin.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Nah.
But we don't know that yet, though. And I think...
Nah.
But
You can't.
I don't know. I think you can. Because the tone of Punk's promo, though, was about helping the younger guys.
You can
And
still
how
help
he
a younger
wished...
guy.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
how he wished he could have worked with them 15 years ago or however long ago it was. I feel like he's going to be more inclined to put these guys over. And so, like, let's say he puts Darby over, but I'm thinking Darby actually wins. And people wouldn't have an issue with that. I really don't think so. Well, it's Chicago, so maybe.
Yeah. Well, I forgot it's in Chicago, so yeah.
You can still help a guy by beating him. You can still help a guy by beating him. You can also still put him over by beating him.
I
think
just
of having a
Darby
great match
Allin,
with Punk, a great like 20-minute match with CM Punk. How much more over Darby Allin will be afterwards.
But Darby's gonna carry CM Punk too. It's been
I don't
7
think that's
years.
true.
It's been 7 years.
Yeah,
I just think they could have put Punk in with somebody like Kazarian or like a Pac or somebody
but I don't think
that.
After 7 years, I don't think CM Punk versus Kazarian would put my ass in a seat.
No.
I'm like, yay, CM Punk's back versus Kazarian. Fuck.
That's a dynamite match if he does dynamite matches. You know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I have nothing against Kazarian.
No, for sure.
You know, but like,
I was just giving it as an example. Like, I mean, I feel like there were better choices than Darby Allin for a debut.
That was a brilliant pick.
Yeah, me too.
I just don't think
I don't say this that often, but Nick, your opinion is wrong.
Well, fuck you too.
It's odd when you and I are agreeing.
I just don't think Darby is being put into a good position. I just don't.
I disagree. Like I said, losing to Punk is not, especially at this point, it is not a degrading moment. He's going to look even better after that loss than he looks now.
I like CM Punk. I like the fact that he's back. I don't like the fact that he's old looking. I don't like the fact
he does look pretty old. He's only got so many more years left.
Like, I mean, how many years has he really got? And we're going to start him out the gate with Darby? You couldn't have just said, fuck.
You just said it. How many more years has he got? He hasn't got a long time to do these matches.
You could put him with Eddie Kingston.
No.
Again, wouldn't put my ass in a seat because I'm not a huge Eddie Kingston guy.
Yeah. John Moxley even. Put him in with Lance Archer.
If they would have put him in with John Moxley, people would have flipped shit. Like, this is WWE!
Yeah.
Day-to-day!
Yeah,
sorry, watching Carlos and
Lance Archer, then. Or like...
I'd be in for a Lance Archer CM Punk match.
Jungle Boy I would also be in for, too. Jungle Boy could take that loss and it could still be good.
Anybody can take that loss to Punk right now and it'll still be good.
Darby can't, though.
Yes, he can.
Darby, no, I'm telling you he can't. I am telling you he can't. He's already got Sting there, and Sting's just going to look like a jackass, too.
Sting looks like a jackass every fucking night.
Yeah, but at least he's got a win-loss record.
Just get rid of Sting. Just pass Sting along. Okay, Sting, go home, please.
No, you got to save Sting so he can have a match with Nature. Woo!
Oh god!
You know that's gonna happen.
I fucking hope not. I hope Tony Khan is not.
Match, baby.
Woo! I hope Tony Khan is not stupid enough to put Ric Flair in the ring. I really do.
Put it on Dark. Draw some viewers in the news. Ric Flair versus Sting.
Put it on Dark.
20 years.
Why not Dark Elevation?
Oh, and then put it on Dark Elevation. Then we get to hear Paul White cry on fucking commentary. This is amazing. Get to see Ric Flair wrestle again, man.
Ric Flair can't even breathe, right? He's like turning pink. Like Sting is sweating his paint off. And for some reason, Darby Allin's at ringside, just like, why am I here? Like.
All right, so that was the news this week there. So we're going to move on to the games that we like to play here. But, of course, before we get to our games that we like to play here, we got to give a shout-out to one of our sponsors here on the Three-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast. And one of those sponsors being repsports.com. I had to decide which one I was going with there. Yeah. So, what repsports.com is, they have a lot of different things for you to choose there. First off, they have hats, T-shirts, I believe shorts and sweatpants, I believe. They have a bunch of swag for you there, some stickers, some decals. You can slap them on your car. You can slap them on your ass. You can just wear it right on your ass and just let people see it, you know. On top of that, they also have great supplements for your pre-workout. They have the Broken Arrow pre-workout. They also have the Hyper Sleep that after your workout, you can put yourself down for a nice, good night's sleep. And while you're working out, and while you're working out, they have the Raise Energy Drink, which is a great energy drink, great tasty energy drink, 0 sugar, 0 crash, also helps with mind focus, has electrolytes to keep you refreshed and everything. And it has 11 different flavors, and every now and then they come out with a special edition flavor. Like this year alone, they've come out with strawberry lemonade and rainbow, which rainbow just sold out. So you just missed the boat on rainbow. And in the link of this podcast, kill me. In the description of this podcast, there it is. If you click that link, we have the Three-Way Dance is going to give you such a great deal. I mean, like I really shouldn't even be offering you this deal, but if you click that link down there and use the checkout code artist, I'm going to give you 4 cans of Raise Energy Drink just to try, and you're going to get Sour Gummy Worm, Voodoo, which is my personal favorite flavor right there. That's Shelby right now cracking open a can of Raise Energy right there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to get Voodoo, you're going to get Sour Gummy Worm, you're going to get Strawberry Colada, and you're going to get Shelby's favorite flavor in the world,
the exact flavor I was just cracking open. Galaxy Burst.
Galaxy Burst. But
cracked
that's
open
not
another
all.
one.
That's not all. I'm going to give you more because I don't think that's good enough for you. If you get that deal, I'm going to give you the 4 cans of Raise Energy. Plus, I'm going to give you 4 packets of the pre-workout Broken Arrow. Plus, I'm going to give you 2 packets of the Raise Energy on the go. That is the Raise Energy drink in powder form. You can just throw that in some water, mix it up, boom, you're good to go. Put it in a shaker at the gym, bam, you're good to go. Then on top of all that, I'm going to throw in 2 packets of Hyper Sleep. And if that wasn't enough, I'm also going to throw in a free $10 gift card to repsports.com. All we ask is that you pay the shipping. Just use checkout code ARTIST. And that pretty much, and the shipping's $9.99. So once you get your free $10 gift card, that pretty much pays for your shipping. Boom. Right there. Just use checkout code ARTIST and check out the many other products, because once you try Raise Energy Drink, you're going to want to go back and buy a case of it, and you can do that. Just use the checkout code ARTIST and save more. All of this at repsports.com, link in the description. All right, so let's get to our games here that we like to play here. And believe it or not, Shelby has taken the lead, taking a 2-point lead, and it came from eBay. It is Nick
It's
with
10
10
points now.
2 points, motherfucker.
with,
2 fucking points.
Nick with 10 and Shelby with 12. So let's get into it here. The first one I want to do is let's give old Nick a shot here. So first one here is something I found very peculiar. It is a 2008 JBL No Pain Energy Shot. It is 2 ounces, so it's kind of like a 5-hour energy. So it's like 2 ounces, but it's apparently JBL had his own energy drink for a little while, and it's called No Pain. And usually I let the winner from the last round go first, but just because this is a JBL item, I'm going to let Nick go first here. So, Nick, how much is the JBL No Pain Energy Shot going for on eBay?
No pain. It's no Galaxy Burst.
I remember reading about the fact that JBL had an energy drink. And it didn't last very long either. I think he ended up canceling production because it wasn't financially viable enough.
Gave it the wrong name.
Yeah, well. $30.
$30. All right. And Shelby, how much is the No Pain energy shot, going for on eBay?
So this is, you said, like a 5-hour energy size.
Yeah, it's about the size of a
bottle.
Yeah, it's about the size of a 5-hour energy, so about 2 ounces.
$29.
You son of a bitch.
I'm just glad y'all don't do that every game, so it's okay if y'all throw one in every now and then. But yeah, Shelby got it. It's $27.99.
Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck you.
Oh, fucking all right. The next one here. There was one. Is that in the Ass Blaster or is that in common? Hold on. Oh, that's an Ass Blaster. Okay, never mind. I was like, wait a minute. I'm looking for an item and I can't find it.
You just go to eBay and type in Ass Blaster.
I do, but I get way different results.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's do this one. This is a box. At one time, WWF actually had, in the early 90s, everybody had a fucking cereal. Everybody. Yeah. I mean, Steve Urkel had a cereal. Bill and Ted had a cereal. Even the WWF had a cereal. And this right here is a WWF Superstars branded cereal. And they had 3 boxes to choose from. They had Hulk Hogan on the box, Ultimate Warrior on the box, and they had one with both Hogan and Warrior on the box. This one right here is actually a sealed box with Hogan on the box. So just Hulk Hogan's on there flexing and shit. So, Shelby, how much is the WWF Superstars cereal sealed with Hulk Hogan on the box going for on eBay?
$40.
$40. And Nick, how much is this going for on eBay?
$52.
All right, Nick, you get that one because it's actually going for $358.
That's disgusting. But I would totally, if I was paying that much for that box of cereal, I would eat it.
Well, you would hope. That's what you're supposed to do with cereal.
I would eat the fuck out of it.
Although
I'd
I don't
probably
think it'd
have
be
a
any
mass
good now.
coronary or something.
Oh, I've seen people like Brian Zane from Wrestling with the Red. He had a video a couple of years ago where he tried like old WWE snacks and everything like that, and that was the fucking cereal. All right, so now it comes down to the ass blaster,
as it always should.
Yeah. So it is tied 1-1. So, Shelby got the last. No, Nick got the last one. So Nick, I'm going to give you a choice between a WCW branded item, a pure WWF branded item, or a Garbage Pail Kid item.
Fucking Garbage Pail Kid item.
Garbage Pail Kid item. Okay. Okay. This is a 2015 Garbage Pail Kids Undertaker card. I usually don't do cards, but I saw this one. I figured it'd be good. So it's a 2015 Garbage Pail Kids Undertaker card, signed and graded. So it's like signed. It's like in the encapsulated plastic and everything. It's signed by Undertaker and everything. So Nick, how much is the 2015 Garbage Pail Kids Undertaker card, signed by him and sealed in the fucking plastic and everything, graded by Beckett, going for on eBay?
Graded by Beckett. What's the grade on it?
I do not recall. Pretty high. Shit. The high grade. It's not a shit grade. I can tell you that.
Okay, so it's above 5.
They got an A+.
Yeah. Yeah. It's well above 5. I think it's 8 or 9, somewhere in there.
Fuck. So it's something insane. $9,575.67.
Okay. And Shelby, how much is this going for on eBay?
$7,500.
All right, so Nick is catching up again. Because it is actually going for $14,000.
Jesus.
Suck my skinny fat ass, Shelby.
I love how y'all take this game so fucking personally.
I know.
Y'all are all good buddies and shit, but then once it comes to this fucking game, that's when it gets like personal. So it is now 11.
Did this in person?
I know, right? Oh my god.
Fists are flying, table flips. You say hi to my head out multiple times and you never really leave.
All right. So now the score is Nick 11 and Shelby 12 for It Came From eBay. But now we move on to our other game, and that is the 3-word dance, Shelby's favorite game.
Yeah.
I don't have any for you this time.
Okay, that's fine.
I was going to do some shit.
Next one. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah.
So Nick currently has 11, Shelby has 6, and No Contest has 12. So...
It's like the run of Bacon. Bacon has held every single championship
ever in existence.
This fucking keeps winning them.
Fucking Bacon, man. Somebody will take him one day.
Abeyance. Or held
All
up.
right. In my eyes, I think this would be a race, but every now and then I'm wrong. So your first one for the 3-word dance is Marine, hose, right.
The Miz.
No.
John Cena.
Ted DiBiase.
No. Marine,
Yeah.
hose, right.
We're thinking
Okay,
hoses and hookers.
Hose, H-O-S-E.
Oh.
Okay, so like a garden hose.
Yes.
And then right, so R-I-G-H-T or W-R-I-G-H-T?
R-I-G-H-T.
Oh, fuck. All right. Yeah.
Lacey Evans.
Shelby, there you go.
Fuck yeah.
Ain't that a bitch?
Marine, because she's a Marine. Hose, pantyhose, not garden hose. And the women's
right.
There you go.
Fuck.
I got it from the Marine in the right. I was like hose, and then after I said it, I was like, oh, pantyhose, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This one, if you really think about it, it's easy, but I made it very vague as well. So, 3 words are feather, plane, as in the aircraft, and maid, as in MAID.
William Regal.
No. Feather, plane, maid.
Gold Dust.
No.
Damn. Pat Patterson.
No. Need a hint?
Yeah.
Your hint is lethal.
Steve Blackman?
No.
Fuck. I mean,
Nope.
none of those other 3 words. Yeah.
Well, plane, you could. Well, I said like an aircraft, so never mind. I was gonna say plane could kind of fit Steve Blackman because that was kind of like his gimmick that he was so plain. So
Hey, jackass.
feather, plane, maid, and your clue is lethal.
Tajiri.
Fuck, I had something.
Tajiri.
Nope, not to Jerry. Okay, I don't get where you're getting to Jerry with that one.
It worked out in my head, but now it doesn't.
Is no contest gonna score another point here?
I had one I was gonna guess, but I don't think it was gonna be it anyways. I got fucking nothing, man.
All right, no contest then. Feather, plane, maid. All right. Ric Flair.
Woo!
Feathers. He wears feathers on his robes. Plane, the famous plane crash that almost took his career. And maid,
Yeah.
he had Fifi the maid on Flair for the
That's
Gold.
who I was picturing. Oh my god.
And
But I couldn't
lethal.
put that together.
And lethal, of course, the famous woo off with Jay Lethal.
Oh, yes. Huh.
Goddamn.
All right, Nick. Everybody's gotten one so far except for you. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. No, I don't like that one. Okay. I'm doing this one just for Nick. Your 3 words are red, as in the color.
Oh, red.
Yeah, as in the
I
color.
said bread.
Poet. Animal.
What?
Red, as in the color. Poet, as in let me write little psalms about you. Animal, as in
Huttenreich.
yes, there you go.
Oh my god, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I did that one just for Nick too. All right, so everybody got a point on the 3-word dance this week. So that brings the scores up to 1. So it's going to be Nick with 12, Shelby with 7, and no contest with 13.
Fucking no contest.
God
That bastard.
What'd you say?
That bastard, no contest. I'll get him.
You're almost there. You almost got him. All right, so let's get into our review of SummerSlam.
Ah, yes.
That you bastards made me watch.
Hey, we made you watch.
Yeah. All right, so SummerSlam, which was the first SummerSlam in front of people in over a year, took place in Las Vegas. Which the first thing I want to mention, did anybody think that this looked like it was outdoors, even though it was indoors?
Yep.
Okay.
It's the way that they pack those stadiums now.
Well, but it's also because the Allegiant Stadium has like a fucking a sky roof.
Like a dome. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because like during the first match, I was just like, man, it looks like they're outdoors, but I know they're indoors.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It kind of takes away from it a little bit sometimes with all the brightness.
Speaking of the first match, it was AJ Styles and Omos defending the Raw Tag Team titles versus RK Bro. Which, the first thing I want to mention, they held up the belts, like they usually do. For, title match, they hold them up. What the fuck is up with the Velcro belts?
I noticed that on TakeOver too, actually. It looks like... Yeah, I guess that's got to be it, right?
What was it?
Oh, budget cut.
It's a budget cut.
But then why put like the little studs on them too? Like the buttons are still there.
To make it look like it, I guess.
Because it's a fucking prop. They got to make it look more like a prop, right? Because Nick Khan can suck my ass.
Damn, did Nick Khan also like kick your dog or something? Like,
I don't have a dog, man. I just.
Well, I mean, like, yeah. Was Nick Khan the one behind the wheel of that fucking car?
Hey.
For all we know, he could have been.
Sort of got ramped up there, but fuck.
Obviously. Shit.
It's amazing. You act like you killed your entire family.
I know, right? All right, but I will say regarding the match, I like the assisted DDT that AJ Styles and Omos did, where like AJ hopped over Omos and then did the DDT. I like that, but it just needed to be a little bit more smoother.
Yeah, well,
like it looked in theory it looked really cool, like it was a cool spot, but it just needed to be more smoother.
Osmosis isn't exactly a polished worker.
Yeah, I know, but I like the concept of that move. It just needed to be a little bit more smoother. I like the hot tag to Orton. I thought that was good. I like when AJ breaks out that moonsault into a DDT. He doesn't do that much anymore, so I like when he breaks that out.
Yeah.
And I like that it was. I like that it was a little quick. It was fun. Didn't overstay its welcome.
Yeah.
And we have new Raw Tag Team Champions. So what did you guys think?
Good call. Very good call. I was saying it back when they won them. I didn't like the fact that they strapped AJ with the tag belts. I know they're trying to help Osmosis or Almost or Osmos or whatever the hell his name is. Omos. I know they're trying to help Omos and they're trying to teach Omos, but I mean, did Christian and fucking Tomko ever win the tag team titles?
No.
Yeah, exactly. But to get a guy over like that,
Shawn Michaels did.
Diesel and Shawn Michaels were different at that point, though. I mean, Diesel was the fucking world champion. That was a little bit different. That was a little bit different. I just think that he could be such a good bodyguard, just backup guy for AJ, and then you just kind of throw him into little matches just to prove how big and tough he is while he's learning.
I suppose, yeah.
So I'm interested to see what they do next.
I felt the match was predictable.
Oh yeah, I mean everybody knew RK Bro was gonna win him here, but I still thought it was a fun little match.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I'm upset about is that AJ Styles never does the spiral tap anymore. He never does that.
He hasn't done it since he went there. Actually, I think he stopped doing that in TNA at one point.
Yeah, I don't think he's done it in TNA, like in the late run of his TNA career. I like that.
But I think that's like a longevity thing where he was like, I can't keep doing this move that much. Maybe he should whip it out every now and then.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the moonsault into the DDT. He doesn't do it that often, but when he breaks it out, it's like, yeah, he brought that out. Shit, yeah, bust out a spiral tap every now and then.
I think with the spinal tap though, if you don't use it, you lose it. And I think he wouldn't be able to perform it necessarily as he would like to, and he might fuck himself up because I mean that is a pretty hard move to pull off. I can only imagine.
Oh yeah. I mean,
but it would be cool if he brought it out again for sure.
I mean, I could do it. I just choose not to.
Just die.
But overall, I thought it was a good match.
Yeah.
Okay. Coming up next here. Oh, yes. The Evolution. Alexa Bliss taking on Eva Marie. And I will say, despite Eva Marie, I will say I love the ring gear. Love the ring gear. I didn't have a lot of notes for this match because it was barely a match.
Yeah.
But I love Eva's ring gear. I like the Lily crowd interaction. I mean, say what you want about that fucking doll, but I like Alexa carrying the doll, and whoever has like a doll themselves, she kind of like butts heads with it, with the doll. I thought that was pretty unique. Dewdrop encouraging Eva Marie kind of cracked me up. Like, you got this. You're good. You got it. No, you're good. That cracked me the fuck up. And one thing I did like that Eva Marie did is something that like not everybody has done, which is like when Eva grabbed Lily and just started smacking that bitch around.
Yeah.
Alexa saw that and got into like her little spider pose and shit. Mm-hmm. Everybody who's turned around and saw that at that point has like, oh my God, and just started fucking freaking out. But Eva Marie turned around and was just like, and? You know, like she no-sold it, which I liked that. I was like, oh, she no-sold it. She only started selling it when Alexa stood up and screamed at her. That's when she started selling it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. That I kind of liked. I'll admit. I mean, I give Eva Marie a lot of shit, but I will admit I like that because everybody else who's turned around and saw Alexa in that little spider pose, they're like, oh my God. You know?
Yeah.
But Eva Marie was just like, and? Fuck you want me to do?
Apparently, she hasn't seen an Alexa Bliss match in the last 6 months.
You know, yeah. She was just like, and I love that. I just like how that did not scare her. She was still like ready to go and shit.
Yeah.
So I did like that. Although it still wasn't really a match, so I guess they're still hiding Eva's shortcomings in the ring.
I liked Dewdrop announcing Eva as loser.
Yeah.
And the loser of this match, Eva Marie.
Yeah, that was a nice touch. How many times have you heard the loser get announced?
I mean, like match wise, it wasn't really a match, but I think like segment wise, I thought it was a fun segment, believe it or not.
It felt like the fans were shitting on this like a lot.
Oh, they were. They
totally should have.
Yeah.
Fuck
okay.
That.
Okay. I was like, was I the only one who heard that? Yeah, it was stupid, and I'm hoping that they I thought that, I mean, after Money in the Bank, like people were really into Alexa Bliss at that point still. You know, whenever
they were into Alexa, but they were oh God, they were fucking hating Eva Marie because whenever I see people get released, they always trace it back to Eva Marie. They're like, they released Samoa Joe. I know he's back now, but they released Samoa Joe and Bronson Reed and the Iconics, but they have Eva Marie. Like they always trace it back to Eva Marie.
But at the beginning of the match, did I not hear the fans saying, "You both suck"?
I think you did.
Yeah.
I thought they were saying you still suck.
Well, maybe it was, but I thought it sounded like you both suck. And it didn't it didn't seem like they were into anything Bliss was doing either.
Huh. I don't know. Like I said, match-wise, yes, it was terrible because it was barely a match. But like, if it was like just a segment, like if it wasn't like a sanctioned match, I actually had fun with the segment because I liked Eva's like no selling because I was like, good, that's something different because everybody sells that fucking spider walk she does. You know, and she turned around and was just like, and I'm still gonna fuck up your doll. You know, like I kind of liked it. You know? Plus I liked the ring gear. The ass was looking good. I liked it. You know. All right, coming up next is and since I had to watch this like on Monday to prepare for tonight, I didn't watch like any backstage segments or anything. So if there's anything interesting happening, y'all have to stop me. Coming up next here is Damian Priest going for the United States Championship, taking on Sheamus.
I forgot Sheamus was United States champion.
Dashing Sheamus needs to go.
Dashing Sheamus.
The way you feel about Sheamus is the way Shelby feels about Asuka, I think.
I'm just so fucking tired of him. And Drew McIntyre. Like, fuck them both. Like, fuck.
I will say about the match, Damian Priest's plunge where he steps on the middle rope and flips over, it looks cool, but that's going to end up killing him.
Yeah.
He is like 1 foot away from like killing himself on that move.
Yeah. He's got to be careful with it.
Sheamus, I wrote down Sheamus Alabama Slam because Sheamus uses the clover leaf. He uses a move called the
Road kick.
Celtic Cross. He uses the 10 beats of the Bowery, which I'm assuming is something Irish related. So why the fuck does he use an Alabama Slam?
I guess he just started. Maybe he's living in Alabama now.
I don't know. Like, can they rename it to something Irish or something? Like, can they call it, like, I don't know, the Leprechaun Slam or some shit?
Dublin Slam.
Yeah, something. You know.
Too gimmicky.
I thought the match was a little slow for me at first. I thought it picked up towards the end. My favorite part was when Sheamus had that heel hook locked in, and Damian Priest kind of like hulked up, and he just looked at him and said, "Bitch." I was like, the best part. He just looked at him, "Bitch." And
yeah.
And this was the match where I read the results before watching the show because I was out of town. And I know nobody from the website will ever hear this, but I just want to say this right now. But dear whoever fucking writes the results for WrestlingHeadlines.com, please make sure your shit is accurate. Can you do that, please? Because when I read the results for this match, it said Damian Priest used a Falcon Press type of move, which I was just like, oh, he must have busted out a new finisher or something. Nope, it was the Reckoning. Because when I read that, I was like, oh, shit, I wonder, he used a new move and shit, man. That's going to be dope, man. I want to know what that is and shit like that, Reckoning. That's all it was.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I have another note on Wrestling Headlines later. But other than the first half, I thought it was an okay match.
Yeah, I thought it was all right. It didn't feel like the crowd was too into it, which kind of sucked until the end. And I think that's probably why you kind of feel a little bit differently about the end. But I mean, it was better than the last match, if you can even call it that. So
yeah, it wasn't. That's what I wrote down for Eva Marie and Alexa Bliss. Not really a match.
Yeah, none of Alexa's matches at this point are really matches.
None
of her singles ones, anyway.
And now she's gonna be the #1 contender.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Makes sense.
Like, fuck.
Yeah, I like Alexa Bliss. But
There was even a rumor floating around last week before SummerSlam that Alexa Bliss was going to become Lily at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I read that.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, no. Please, no.
She gonna hatch out of an egg like the gobbledygooker?
Oh, they're saving that for Survivor Series.
She would bust out of the Jack in the Box that the Fiend disappeared into.
Oh.
That's a chant that happened in Alexa Bliss and Eva Marie was "We Want Wyatt."
Yeah.
Wow.
Naturally.
And that's probably part of the reason why they're shitting on her.
Wyndham Wyatt
unintentionally, it wasn't her fault, but she kind of took his gimmick and he got let go, and she's still there using his gimmick.
And side note, they were confiscating Bray Wyatt signs at SummerSlam.
Yep.
Yeah, I could see it.
All right. Moving on to the Mysterios taking on the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. We've already had 2 title changes here, so would we get a third? Let's find out. And there was a spot at the beginning of this match where one of the Usos, I forgot which one, he picks Dominic picks him up for a suplex, and the Uso slaps his leg for a tag. And then Dominic stands up, looks at the ref, while the ref is saying, tag, you're in. While fucking Pat is just like, oh, I don't think Dominic saw the tag. Then Dominic turns around. Then they do the whole, like, oh, he didn't see the tag shit. Like, how the fuck did he not see that tag?
Dominic sucks. That's how.
Okay, well, I don't think he sucks. I think he's fairly decent. But in that moment, yeah, he sucks.
Nick, did somebody hurt you today?
No, it's just...
This is usually my spot. Like, I'm usually the negative one.
It's just, I was not fond of most of this pay-per-view.
Also, I wrote, calm the fuck down, Pat, because when Jey Uso hit that uppercut, it was just like a normal uppercut, in my opinion, but like, oh my God, he fucking shit his pants. You can hear that in Reno! Oh my God! I was like, dude, calm the fuck down.
He makes Don West commentating look like Don West just smoked a pound of weed before he went out. He is so over the top.
And I'm okay with him being over the top. I'm okay with him being over the top and over the top moments, but he just hit a fucking uppercut.
Even, I don't know, man. He's too over the top for me in general. Like, especially later in the show when there was 2 returns that we'll talk about. Like, he was just being ridiculous in those moments, especially the second one. Jesus Christ.
And overall, I usually like the Usos. I mean, usually they put on good matches. They put on some bangers with the New Day, and even like the likes of Gable and Benjamin and
fucking Tyler Breeze and fucking Fandango.
Yeah, they put on a banger with them, but this just did not feel like a great Uso match.
No. Yeah. It's too bad because you would think that even Rey Mysterio could have a good match with either Uso, but no. Dominic needs more seasoning. He should have gone to NXT.
Yeah.
He should have gone to NXT.
Yeah.
Just because he's Rey's son doesn't give him the ticket to the main roster. If that was the case, Shaw Guerrero never would have met. Well, he's now known as the Drama King, but made in English because they're married.
But yeah, that's what I mean. It wasn't the drizzling shit as they like to say, but like it just, I would not put this nowhere near like a top Uso match.
So,
no.
Did you see the next segment, Will, before the next match?
No, I did not.
The next segment, Rick Boggs is playing, like he says a bunch of bullshit, whatever the fuck, being over the top himself. Then starts playing, and Nakamura comes out. And
I saw the tail end of this.
They went over to the announce table and started dancing with Pat McAfee. The sports analyst on the commentating table is now dancing like a fucking goof. This is the reason I hate Pat
I don't know if the table's gonna hold us. Down. It's just like, why? Why is this happening?
I know, like he didn't have a match or anything. What's he even doing there?
Yeah.
Fuck.
But speaking of the next match, I said the Karrion Kross thing was like my second favorite thing that happened this week. This was my first favorite.
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
So the next scheduled match was supposed to be Sasha Banks challenging for the SmackDown Women's Championship against Bianca Belair. But as speculated last week, they were not going to be able to compete. Well, Bianca was cleared to compete, obviously, but Sasha Banks suspicious in her absence. So we have a replacement. It is going to be Carmella. Who, damn, I really wish we would have got that. I kind of wish we would have got the Carmella match now just because of the ring gear. But as the match is about to begin, the familiar music of Becky Lynch plays, and the man has returned.
Yeah.
She comes down to the ring, takes care of Carmella, and then we have a supposed dream match, I guess. Bianca Belair taking on Becky Lynch, and the bell rings, and then the bell rings, and we have one of the traditions of SummerSlam, so to speak, and that is a championship squash match. And it was the greatest thing I've ever fucking watched. I wrote down 4 words for my notes here, and that is best match so far.
I have some shit here. So, I'm not a Bianca Belair fan, and I'm quite happy seeing Becky Lynch with the SmackDown Women's Championship. However, you have spent 6 months, 4 months, I think it's 6 months, whatever, building up Bianca Belair as a champion, having matches with Sasha Banks, having matches with Bayley, and now you mean to tell me you just made her lose the women's title in like fucking 27 seconds.
Well, you know, she's on her world
biggest pay-per-view of the summer.
But you know, if she's on her own against the world, you know, I forget how the rest of the song goes.
I love it. Loved every fucking
Bianca
second
of it. I loved that.
It's just
loved it.
Good.
Loved every second of it. So great. Fucking went for the handshake, punch to the face, manhandle slam, even though that is a dumb fucking name, but whatever. I'm gonna let that one slide. Fucking pinfall, it's over. Fucking A, man. It's over. They'll have some shitty rematch at Extreme Rules.
Well,
and then
no, because like I don't. At least before I could say Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks. Oh, they'll get some time. It'll be kind of cool, you know. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. Now I'm like, why do I want to see this? I don't want to see this. I don't care. I really don't care.
Because Becky caught Bianca off guard, see? So they're going to run the story that Bianca might be able to beat Becky, but no.
Well, she was prepared to have a match. Even if she lost, that would have been fine. But just to have her like get beat in 27 seconds, like what the fuck?
That's a SummerSlam tradition, though. I mean, look at Warrior and Honky Tonk Man. They
had a better match.
Look at Benoit and Orlando Jordan. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. I think I'm wrong. Wasn't Benoit and Orlando Jordan like the submission time match where they had to get? No. Okay, my bad.
No. They started doing that after.
Do what?
They started running a gimmick where like, this is the amount of things that Chris Benoit can do in this amount of time. And then Orlando, like OJ was like, oh, you can't do it again. And he's like, yeah, okay. And then he got 25 seconds. And then he took a pee, and then he had a cup of coffee, and then it was like,
I think like the cup of coffee bit in that was pretty funny.
I think the other one was then like 10 seconds he beat him.
Yeah. And now we have Becky and Bianca for the SummerSlam squash.
I still think there was a better match later to do the SummerSlam squash. But anyways.
I'm gonna pull a Dave Meltzer here, and I'm gonna say fucking 7 stars.
I gave it 4.
Only 4? Are you shitting me?
I couldn't give it 5 because it wasn't fair, I didn't think. But I also gave it 4 just because fuck Bianca.
All right. Moving on to the next match here, which was the 3MB Implodes. Jinder Mahal taking on Nick's favorite wrestler and Drew McIntyre. I wrote down something just very simple. It was a short and boring match, and it should have been in Punjabi prison. The end.
It should have been Punjabi prison. But, like, my thing with it was that Scottish Sheamus wins again. Yay. Like,
I mean, did you really have any doubt? Did you really think Mahal was going to win this one?
Did you want Mahal to win?
Jinder Mahal once beat Randy Orton on pay-per-view for the WWE Championship.
So did Drew McIntyre.
Anything's possible, bitch.
No, actually, Drew McIntyre beat Randy Orton for the WWE title on Raw.
He didn't beat him at a pay-per-view?
No,
I mean, he beat him at a pay-per-view, but he didn't win the title from him.
Well, no, but he beat him at a pay-per-view for the championship.
Retained.
Yeah, still.
I don't know. Okay, fine. I take back the bitch comment, but still. I
don't, bitch.
Yeah, you never will. I don't get what your big thing with McIntyre is. I feel like there's more to hate on this roster than McIntyre.
Oh, there's much more I hate on the roster.
Okay, fair
but
enough.
I just hate on McIntyre more.
Oh, and again, he'll never hear this, but dear Jinder Mahal, grow your fucking hair back, you bald bastard.
Fair enough.
I don't know, just the bald look doesn't work. I got used to him with hair.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, short and boring, didn't do anything for me. I literally was just like, you know what, while this match is going, let me go to the kitchen and grab something to eat while this match is playing. I'm hearing the match from the next room, then I hear from a distance, 3, 2, 1. I'm like, what the fuck? A Claymore? Huh? And then the match was over. I was just like, well, fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next is the triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship, which is Charlotte Flair taking on Rhea Ripley, taking on Nikki Cross. Nope, not saying the other name. The first thing I wrote down is I miss Charlotte's cartwheel and split entrance. Really? Y'all like the whole, like, hey, ref, get over here and fucking open this rope?
Yeah.
Doesn't fit. Yeah, if that's your current character.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I just missed the fucking split thing. I did
we
like
know why.
Well, I just, well, yeah, because then the titties would be in camera, then she winks at you and shit. I miss it.
It'd be weird if she was a heel. Oh, I guess is she a baby face right now? I keep forgetting.
No, Charlotte Teal.
Okay, yeah, it'd be weird if she did that if she was a heel, winking at the camera.
Yeah. I did like the German suplex fall away slam combo they did. I thought that was pretty cool. I like that Charlotte busted out the corkscrew moonsault. See, again, you use it in moderation, it can be really cool. I thought it was a decent three-way match, but it could have been better, I think.
Yeah. Hey,
better,
the right person won. The right person won. That was the important part. Get away from this stupid gimmick. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because I went into it thinking that Nikki was going to retain somehow.
Oh God!
And plus the way they were building the match, like they kept throwing Nikki out of the ring or kicking her out of the ring. I was like, oh, she's going to come in and surprise one of these fucking two with a roll up or some shit. But no, they actually went with Charlotte, and they actually like submitted the champion too. Like they didn't go the route where like
I think the Nikki Ash story is over. I honestly do.
Now they've transitioned to Rhea and Nikki being a tag team.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right, moving on to Edge versus Edge Light.
Edge Light.
Yeah.
First things first, fucking love the Brood entrance.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yep.
It was a good throwback.
That was fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
Although I was watching the fucking match, and I will say it was too slow for me at first. Nothing really exciting going on, is what I wrote. Then Edge using the Glam Slam was just weird.
Yeah.
Well, it was all right. It just, his wife.
Oh, and Pat at one time, I forgot what the move was, but Edge did something. I can't believe Pat McAfee said this, but there was a holy shit chant, and Pat McAfee said, "Holy word I can't say on the Peacock Network." He said the cock. That cracked me up, man. I was listening to that.
That's good.
Like,
that instantly wins him over a point with me.
Yeah,
just one
holy
point.
word I can't say on the Peacock Network. I called the whole sequence once Rollins was going to the top rope. I was like, let me guess. Phoenix, he goes to the Phoenix Splash, lands on his feet, rolls through, spear. And then boom, that exactly happened.
Mm-hmm.
I called that. I didn't see the submission finish coming.
Yeah.
That I didn't see coming. This was kind of like the Damian Priest Sheamus match. It did kind of pick up towards the end. But at first I was just like, oh, fucking, it was like poking something with a stick. Just like fucking do something, man. I pretty much when Edge hit the Glam Slam, I was just like, okay, Edge using a Glam Slam, don't ever do that again. And then it started picking up for me. But a lot of people have been saying this has been the match of the night. What do you guys think?
I would make that argument for sure. I don't know if I would say it's match of the night, but I thought it was really, really good.
The argument could be made that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I thought it was, I mean, the second half of the match I thought was really good. The first half I was just like, okay, fucking do something.
I'm not sure how I feel about Rollins losing. On one hand, I think he still looked good in defeat, but on the other hand, I think it would have been cool to have him beat Edge. But also on the other hand, Edge has lost a lot of matches, so it's kind of cool to see him get a win. So I don't know. I don't know what I think about that, but it was good. I thought it was good.
Nick?
I already said.
Oh, okay.
Makes the argument that it was match of the night.
Oh, okay. And next coming to the ring, according to WrestlingHeadlines.com, was The Miz and Mike Morrison. But apparently no such person exists. So, dear WrestlingHeadlines.com, Get your shit together. Because now I'm watching the show, like, why are they changing his name to Mike? Like, okay, like this, okay, why? How are they going to explain this? No, they in the ring now, The Miz and John Morrison. Like, why the fuck is it written as Mike? It'd be one thing if they, if it was like a simple typo, but no, those are entirely different fucking names. Anyway.
Yeah.
Next up is Goldberg versus Lashley for the WWE Championship. I wrote down Lashley. I wrote down Lashley almost died, and I can't remember why I wrote it down now.
Probably because he was wrestling Goldberg, and Goldberg probably fucked something up.
Oh, that's what it was. Goldberg did a belly over the head suplex, and like Lashley was inches away from landing directly on his head.
It's funny that so Nia Jax has been said to injure people, and there's others, but Nia Jax the only one that comes to mind right now. Nice. And it's different when you're wrestling week in and week out, and you almost injure somebody. Like, shit happens. But when every match you have, and you only have 2 or 3 matches a year, you almost injure somebody. There's got to be some red flags going on there. I don't know, especially after the whole Undertaker thing. But I guess
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. As a kid, I love Goldberg and shit like that. Goldberg was fun to watch and shit like that. But now viewing him as an adult and everything, those matches are viewed differently.
Yeah.
As a kid, it was fun seeing him plow through fucking people every week. Like, oh shit, he took him out in 10 seconds. Oh my God, But now it's just okay, now I can see what Goldberg really is and shit.
It's like Hulk Hogan. Everybody used to love the Hulk up in the fucking leg drop, and there are still some people who do, but there's still some people that like Goldberg. But now, if you were to bring out, Hulk Hogan now, Hulk Hogan in his prime now, his matches wouldn't hold up whatsoever. Right.
Yeah. But I love Goldberg getting his ass whooped though.
Oh my stoppage.
God. Oh baby.
Yes.
I thought that was a lame ass fucking finish.
It was perfect. It was so good.
No, but here's the thing though. Goldberg loses clean to Drew McIntyre at the Rumble. Claymore puts him down 1, 2, 3, but he can't put over Lashley the same way.
He didn't need to put over Lashley stronger. He had to stop the match. He couldn't continue.
I disagree.
I agree.
Plus, did y'all realize that Goldberg had a delayed reaction? Like MVP hit him in the knee with the cane, and then he turned around, looked at MVP, and was like, "Oh shit, yeah,
I thought I saw that."
Yeah. I didn't like the match. I thought the finish was fucking lame. If I'm ever on my deathbed and they're just if you had 12 more minutes, we could save you, I'm gonna be like fucking Lashley and Goldberg. Good. I mean, I'm over the Goldberg thing. Stop bringing in Goldberg for shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fun. It was fun the one time when they brought him in for Survivor Series and he fucking killed Lesnar. That
was cool.
I was done. Then they had him.
Even the second was okay, right?
Nope.
Yeah, you had to get it out of your system, whatever, right? But then the second Lesnar match, I'm speaking of, not the Owens one.
Oh, okay. I was talking the Owens one. I was done there. Once they killed Owens, I was like, that was this noise.
Yeah, exactly, right. And then they just kept doing it. But because of the way that ended, I honestly think there's going to be a Goldberg Lashley too. At some point.
I hope not.
Me too, but that's probably a crown jewel fucking match.
Oh yeah! Crown jewel!
Goldberg wants that crown jewel money. Did I say Lesnar? I meant Goldberg.
Crown jewel money. Shit, I'd go to Saudi Arabia and wrestle there for fucking crown jewel money. Shit.
I don't know. After what happened, was that the last time or the time before where they all got trapped there for
I think it was the time before last.
Yeah, I don't know. After that, I'd be like, you know what? Maybe I'm good.
All right, and in the main event, Roman Reigns defending the Universal Championship against John Cena.
Cena.
The only thing I wrote down was, do you know how many times John Cena would have been champion had this been a 24/7 title match?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Because he rolled them up a lot, and if it was a 24/7 match, the roll-up keeps fuckers down.
Yeah.
And
You know,
it
it'd be fun to see him win the fucking 24/7 belt for a little while. I think that'd be kind of fun.
And I wrote down their No Mercy match was better. That's it.
Yeah.
I was not entertained by this match at all.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, this is... And even just watching the highlights of it, I was like, the No Mercy match was better than this.
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was a great match.
Why?
I don't know. Roman Reigns.
And that Bork Laser coming out at the end doesn't count. That was the end.
Well, that was good, too. That was phenomenal. Especially his new look.
He looks like an onion.
He looks like an onion.
I saw that picture. No, what kills me with the Brock Lesnar thing is that he comes out and now he's face Lesnar, which, okay, all right, I guess I can roll with that. He's face Lesnar, does all the face things, raises his arms in the air. Yay, I'm Brock Lesnar. And then when the cameras go off there, he destroys John Cena, which I'm like, huh?
Yeah, why didn't they just show that at the end of the show?
No, what? Why even do it if he's a face?
Because he's Brock Lesnar. He's not a real face. He's a tweener.
Oh
if anything.
I can't with you.
Paul Heyman.
The crowd fucking loved
it. Get the forklift out, baby. Paul Heyman on a pole. Or Paul Heyman on a forklift match. Heyman screaming on the forklift.
No, you got it right the first time. Paul Heyman on a pole. Just like wrap it around his neck.
They just put him on a harness. They put him in a harness and just hang him from the pole.
You get to use Paul Heyman against your opponent.
You get to beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker. Yeah.
Brock Lesnar just grabs him and boom.
It would be better if Brock wins and he just cradled Heyman like a baby.
Sleep now, little one.
Sleep now.
Everything's okay. It's all better now. He's just petting him as pay-per-view.
Do you ever watch the when Adam Blampier read the Paul Heyman or the Brock Lesnar diary or whatever the fuck on What Culture?
No, but that
it's so good.
Oh
you need to fucking find it. It is hilarious. After this, I'll send it to you if I think about it.
Sounds fantastic.
All right. So overall, scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, what would you guys give SummerSlam here?
4.
Oof. Jesus.
Sorry, I wasn't big on it. Even though it had its moments, it just... WWE could have done better considering what AEW delivered on the night before.
I thought it was great. I fucking... Oof,
yeah, but a return of CM Punk doesn't beat a whole fucking 4-hour show, in my opinion.
Well,
yeah, but it's a 4-hour show of the shits. And no free ice.
No free ice cream. Yeah, Nick's giving it a 4. I will give it... I'm leaning towards 8. I'm going to go with 8. I honestly think this is one of my favorite pay-per-views we've had to watch since starting this podcast.
Really?
I thought the matches were all really good, other than Bliss and Eva. I even thought the McIntyre and Mahal were good. I just not a big fan of fucking Pat McAfee, and I really wish he'd just go away. And just Michael Cole. I'm okay with it now. I'm over everything else. Just Michael Cole. Just whisper sweet nothings to my ear, Michael Cole.
Oh, no. Can we have Heidenreich just sit next to Michael Cole?
He's just doing
forcing him to call the whole show by himself?
He's just like doing that promo in his ear the whole time.
We'll just, yeah.
I just love how earlier when I was like animal as in that's what triggered it to him that he was like, oh fuck, Heidenreich.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was a clever one though. I did like that one. That was good.
Oh yeah, I didn't explain that
poem.
earlier, even though I think it's already self-explanatory. Red because he wore red tights, poet because he wrote poetry, and animal because animal was his tag team partner.
I love that. And that was a poem by Heidenreich. Crowd goes
all right,
wild.
so I liked the second half of Edge and Rollins. I liked the three-way. I liked everything except for the actual wrestling and Alexa Bliss and Eva Marie. I thought the tag team match was really good. I liked the second half of Priest and Sheamus, and of course, fucking Belair and Banks just was fucking stellar as shit. I'm gonna have to give it a 7.
Nice. Nice.
All right, so I'm gonna leave it up to you guys right now. Do you guys want to do Sports or List of the Week or Takeover?
Let's do sports.
Honestly, I only really watched the last 3 matches of Takeover, and I would like to talk about them. But if we're gonna do sports, I'm cool with that.
Okay, well I missed the last 2 matches. We'll just do the quick version here. Okay, so right. the opening match was $1 Million Championship. Yeah, Cameron Grimes versus LA Knight. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Down.
Really?
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
I thought it was decent. It was way better than I anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the $1 Million Grimes gimmick. I still think it should be Undisputed Grimes. Now that there's an opening.
There's 2 openings.
There's 2 openings now, man.
Yeah.
You
know? 3 openings. And there's no Roddy.
No, he's in the Diamond Mine.
Yeah.
We can pull him out the Diamond Mine. Yeah, pull him out the Diamond Mine, man. We can just get some new Undisputeds in there and shit. And second match was Raquel Gonzalez versus Dakota Kai. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I'll give it a thumbs up. It's all right.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty stellar match. I really thought Dakota Kai was going to take it, but it was a pretty.
I did
pretty
too, actually.
Yeah, really good match. Next up was Ilya Dragunov versus Walter. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
You don't even need to ask. This was match
thumbs down.
Of the fucking weekend. You're joking. I was like, you were putting this over so hard earlier.
Way up.
Yeah.
This is
match of the week.
I will say, I did enjoy the match. I did enjoy it, but it is still no Bate versus Dunn from Chicago.
I think that their first one, Walter and Dragunov, was better as well.
I still haven't seen that one.
It's fucking good, man. It's a good match.
Yeah, but I did enjoy the match because, I'm just like, how the fuck is Walter 297 pounds and Dragunov is 47 pounds soaking wet, and how does he not just explode into fucking pieces when Walter chops him?
It was pretty crazy how many times Dragunov actually picked Walter up. I was like, holy fuck!
Look at how. I thought that at first, but Dragunov, he's built in the chest.
He is, but man, Walter was not giving him an inch for those lifts.
No, that's true.
He was doing all the fucking work. That was insane.
And I didn't see a submission win coming on that one either.
Yeah, I don't know.
That stunned me.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
My jaw dropped when that happened. When he picked him up with the choke and Walter tapped, I was like,
yeah. As much as I'm glad that he has the belt now, and I'm really interested to see what he's going to do. I still really wish Walter would have hung on to the belt, but I have a feeling he's going to be the next challenger for the NXT Championship, even though I think
you might want to read the spoilers or the results tonight, one or the other. Actually, NXT is over, so.
Oh, I gotta do that. And so the next 2 matches I didn't get to finish, so it's just gonna be thumbs up, thumbs down for you two. But the 2 out of 3 falls match, Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, thumbs up, thumbs down. First fall, I'll say thumbs middle because it was.
I like that. Their first match went on way too fucking long, and they were trying to shorten this one up, and I think that was a good surprising shock for the first fall. I'm going to say a very angry thumbs up because the fans shat on the finish, and I don't think the finish was that bad. I think the reason why they were shitting on it was because there was no tables, and for this feud, tables did not make fucking sense. It just, the fans fucking pissed me off during this. The only table spot they could have done was the announce table. Because this isn't a match where you're setting up furniture. Like, how many times have you been in a fist fight and you've been like, hold on a second here, I got to set up this table because we're going to go through it. That never happens. This was a rivalry. This was the end of the rivalry. This was meant to put O'Reilly over, and oh my God, did it put O'Reilly over. But the way the cage kind of folded in was fucking weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I heard that there were a chance of bullshit.
Yeah, well,
it feels like they wanted. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
It feels like people were thinking it was going to be something like Gargano and Cole's 2 out of 3 falls was, and then when it wasn't, they were unsatisfied.
I think too that like they shouldn't have announced the cage match on NXT. They should have just waited, because that kind of gives away that there's going to be, not that we would expect there not to be a third fall, but it takes a little bit of the mystique away if you're like, and the third fall if necessary. Well, it's going to happen. So, you know, I think they should have just left it, because when they did Gargano and Cole, they left it. They didn't say it until, you know, we were there. We saw the cage and we are like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was good, and I fucking hate the fans for shitting on it.
And the main event was...
Before we get to the main event, I did want to mention the Lucha Suits came up next. And somebody in the crowd. Yeah, what's their name?
Oh, Legado del Fantasma?
Yeah, I called them the Lucha Suits because that's what fucking Cornette calls them. And as soon as they popped up, it was the first thing that came to my head. But there was somebody in the crowd that was chanting green card. I thought that was amazing. Anyways.
And the main event is Shitty Cross taking on Samoa Joe. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Down.
Really?
Down.
Yeah.
But you loved carrying Cross.
Joe got too gassed.
They
killed Cross.
They killed Cross by having him get defeated by Jeff Hardy. And at the beginning of this match, people were booing the shit out of him, which I was like, all right, cool. You know, you don't hear heels get booed very much anymore. But it turned from boos to just silence. And that's when, you know, it's like, oh, fuck. The crowd killed this match. It felt like an NXT match more than anything. Like it should just been on NXT, maybe even opening the fucking show. Cross just didn't look the same as he has. This match was where I started to kind of falter on fucking Cross. I'm not into him anymore.
You have finally seen the light, my child.
But Joe won with the Muscle Buster, which was really cool.
Oh, he won with his finishing move. Okay.
The finishing move he hasn't done in like 15 fucking years.
What trucks are you on?
The last time he did the
fucking kid.
Yeah. He hasn't done it long.
That was less than 15 years ago.
Okay, but still, it's been a long time. He has not done the Muscle Buster since then.
Jesus, you act like you haven't seen that since fucking
Spinal Tap.
Well, no, I was gonna say trying to think of it now. Since that TV show, what is it? You act like you haven't seen it since that TV show Veritas The Quest has been on TV.
Wow, I wonder if you could find that show somewhere.
Yeah, you could actually. You know, that's funny because our sponsor, HardToFindTV.com, and their sister site, FanMadeDVD.com, they could actually get that for you on DVD or Blu-ray for a reasonable price. And if you head on over to their website, you could use my checkout code ARTIST, ARTIST, and save 15% at checkout. And not only do they have Veritas The Quest, but they also have literally thousands of other TV shows to choose from that you can get on Blu-ray or DVD, and you can get them with subtitles if you are hearing impaired, or if you just have that weird friend that just likes to have subtitles on. And if they don't have what you're looking for, if you look through all the thousands of titles and you're like, I don't have what I'm looking for, email them. They'll be more than happy to take your request. They'll track it down for you, put it on a Blu-ray, put it on a DVD for you, give you a reasonable price. And if that price still isn't reasonable enough for you, you tell them that artist sent you from the three-way dance, and they'll give you 15% off of it as well. Now, if you want to pay them, which hopefully you do because you have to, if you go to hardtofindtv.com, you can only pay them with Amazon Pay, which is great if you want to use Amazon Pay. But if you like to whip out the old credit card, head on over to fanmadedvd.com, and you can use your credit card there. You can use Amazon Pay. And if you still can't find what you're looking for there, as I like to say, if they don't have it, you don't need it. All right, so let's move on to the Sportster list of the week here, which I have some qualms with this one, and that is the 10 most uncomfortable gimmicks in WCW history. Yeah, I have some qualms with one major one on here.
All right.
My name's Seven, by the
way. Strangely, not on this list.
Damn.
It's got to be like the creepiest one they ever did.
Coming in at number 10, Johnny B. Bad.
Why?
Let's see. WCW gave Mark Mero the character of Johnny B. Bad that was inspired by a legendary musician. Mero had a resemblance to Little Richard, and WCW wanted to go all in with that. The gimmick was essentially a flamboyant face character meant to strike comparisons to the singer. Mero did a good enough job creating his own identity, but the gimmick was still too much to handle at times. Mero changed his look when leaving for WWE, even though he didn't find much success there.
Fuck off.
Oh, I didn't fucking write it.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying fuck off.
I like how it says that Mero changed his look when leaving for WWE. They wanted Johnny B. Bad.
Yeah. Well, they couldn't. Yeah.
You know? Number 9 is the one that I have fucking issues with, and that is the artist formerly known as Prince Iaukea.
But why was it uncomfortable? Why?
Legendary musician Prince changed his name to the artist formerly known as Prince to spark the WCW idea. Prince Iaukea started dressing like Prince and added former Nitro Girl Charmel as his manager, but it just felt like a desperate attempt to rip off a celebrity.
What's the name of this list again?
Rip off of a celebrity. How is that uncomfortable?
What'd you say, Shelby?
What's the name of this list again?
The top 10 most uncomfortable gimmicks in WCW history.
Yeah, how's that uncomfortable?
Because they're ripping off Prince.
That's not uncomfortable. It's just stupid.
Hey, fuck you. Without the artist formerly known as Prince Iaukea, there's no me.
I'm not saying that the idea is stupid. I'm saying that you could derive it as being stupid, not uncomfortable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know if that's any better, but tried.
Coming in at number 8 is the Yeti.
Dumb.
Dumb, but uncomfortable? Were you uncomfortable watching the Yeti?
Well, when the Yeti comes out wrapped in toilet paper and then double bear hugs a man, yeah, I'm a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's a fair
Just a little bit.
Excellent.
Yes.
Perfect.
Oh, fuck.
Going in at number 7, this one I don't get either. Number 7, Glacier.
Why? It's a Mortal Kombat ripoff.
I think this guy needs to look. I think this guy needs to look up the word uncomfortable and learn what it means.
Let me see if it's written by our guy here. No, it's written by Joey Haverford.
Gabriel Eckhart, if you're listening, fuck you too.
Yeah.
He's listening like, I didn't even do anything to you guys.
This week, yeah, like he listens.
Eat a big one. Just eat it.
Glacier couldn't live up to the hype when debuting with the stage setup of a dark interest with artificial snow falling from the rafters. Fans were more confused with anything else, which led to WCW changing plans by keeping him in the lower mid-card.
Talk about confusion.
Coming in at number 6, the Zodiac.
What did he do that was uncomfortable?
The face paint meant to make him look intimidating just came off silly. To help turn the group into a bigger joke, WCW eventually wrote Beefcake out of the character by claiming he was infiltrating the group on behalf of Hulk Hogan due to their real-life friendship.
Come on.
Again, stupid. Not uncomfortable.
Hey,
Not
the
uncomfortable
Boogeyman
watching.
was more uncomfortable than that.
Coming in at number 5, the Kiss Demon.
Oh, Lord. That was just bad.
Again.
Well, I mean, I guess that's uncomfortable because they spent $500,000 to bring Kiss in for that concert for one night, and then
I didn't spend that money.
Do what?
I didn't spend that money, though.
No, I said
that
they
doesn't
did.
make me uncomfortable.
But still, you got to think, they spent that money to bring him in, then created a whole character based on Kiss, guaranteed him 2 main events, which they then had to negate on and claim 2 matches were special main events just so they could fulfill the contract and everything.
It's stupid. I'll say that.
Oh, shit. I didn't notice this the first time around. Number 4, Vampiro.
Oh.
The fuck? Vampiro channeled his inner Ozzy Osbourne when threatening to bite the head off a crow and spit it on Mike Tenay during a backstage interview. Well, I can see why that would make you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's one instance.
The dark tone was set moving forward with Vampiro crossing the line by lighting Sting on fire and taking him down with a bloodbath from the rafters. Vampiro did his best to keep the audience on their toes, but nothing was working for WCW at the time.
Yeah.
Coming in at number...
How did 7 not make the list? Uncomfortable.
My name's 7, by the way.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 3, it does not state which gimmick. It just says his name, and that is number 3, Mike Awesome.
Damn.
That 70s guy saw Awesome living life like it was 1970s with his fashion and lifestyle choices. Awesome also played the fat chick Thriller as someone with attraction to plus-size women. Both gimmicks made television uncomfortable whenever Awesome was on the screen.
That 70s guy, not so much. I know where they're going with the fat chick Thriller, but, you know.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 2, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just egregiously offensive, to be honest.
Ed Ferreira, if you're listening to this, fuck you.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, buddy.
Pinata! Okay, sorry. Hey, he's a former WCW Cruiserweight champion.
Yeah, good for that.
Because his butt buddy was writing the script.
Mm-hmm. Any guesses as to what number 1 could be?
The name's 7, by the way.
I told you, 7's not on the list.
Is it David Arquette? Oh, no, you would have mentioned that.
Number 1, the Renegade.
Again, uncomfortable? I don't know.
The bootleg of the Ultimate Warrior?
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan revealed that he was going to have some backup to help him out with the implications that it was the Ultimate Warrior. WCW instead introduced the Renegade gimmick that essentially ripped off the Warrior. Rick Wilson. Wilson had no choice of making it work since WCW built expectations. Everything about the Renegade came off poorly and provided uncomfortable television until the gimmick was scraped.
Scrapped?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this the Amazing Shelby show now?
Well, it always is.
Bitch, I said scraped.
All right, fair enough. I mean, uncomfortable? I don't know. Stupid? Yes. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I really think this guy needs to look at a dictionary and figure out what the word uncomfortable means.
Hey, Sportster, you need to go over some basic diction classes with your staff.
Yeah. Just send them to English class.
And out them Webster's. Them Webster's.
Okay, wait a minute. Joey Haverford has another one, a speed round on this one. So 10 most uncomfortable gimmicks in TNA history. So
okay. This one I'll know a little bit better.
Okay, Okado, played by Okada.
Okay, yeah, it was inherently racist.
Yeah, okay. Relic, played by Johnny the Bull.
Killer spelled backwards.
I like Relic.
Yeah, I did too.
I did, yeah.
Suicide.
Yeah, I guess.
It was a video game character. Meh.
The Governor, played by Daphne. Where she was essentially fucking Sarah Palin brought to life.
Oh, fuck. Forgot about that. It didn't make me
agree with that.
Number 6, Robbie E.
Really?
That was just more mental masturbation on the part of TNA Creative.
Number 5, The Guru, Sanjay Dutt.
That was inherently racist too.
Oh, but it was great. I used to love when he'd go by ringside. I loved it. Number 4, Rosie Lotta Love.
Was that the big girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't cool.
Number 3, Black Rain.
My name's Seven, by the way.
It's the new Tully Blanchard.
I know, right? Number 2, Creepy Samuel Shaw.
I liked Creepy Samuel Shaw.
Bullshit on number 1. Number 1, Orlando Jordan.
Bullshit, because they could have done so much more with that. If they really wanted to get attention, they should have pushed the envelope that much more. They could have been everywhere, nationwide media. Look what this wrestling company's doing. Hey, I got to see that. Idiots.
Exactly. Okay, that was a speed round there because I just happened to see that when I scrolled to the bottom, so I wanted to...
That one was much more accurate for uncomfortability.
Yeah. Uncomfortability.
All right, let me pull up the questions here. But before I pull up the questions. Sorry, yeah. While I pull up the questions, Nick has to tell us our fact of the week. So, Nick, what's our fact of the week?
It's pretty basic this week, actually. But we go back to, I think it was 2012, maybe somewhere in there. There was an animated movie by the name of Romeo and Juliet came out, and actually, Hulk Hogan was in Romeo and Juliet. He voiced he was the voice of the TV announcer for the Terraforminator lawnmower.
Oh shit! I gotta go look that up.
Yeah, so you don't actually see him, but when there's like the TV commercial, he's the voice of the TV guy.
Oh wow! I didn't know that. I usually have my finger on the pulse of shit like that, you know. Wow, of all the movies Hulk Hogan did, I would have never expected him to be in fucking
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, Romeo and Juliet. You know, at least like your favorite fucking Hulk Hogan movie, Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain makes sense, you know. But question for you, Nick. Did you know that Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain has never been released on Blu-ray?
I did.
I know. But with our sponsor, moviesarusa.net, if you go over there and email him, he'll probably find that movie, put it on Blu-ray for you for a reasonable price. And then on top of all that, if you use our checkout code, that's right, our checkout code, 3-way, that's the word, not the number, but use checkout code 3-way, you'll get 50% off of that. And if Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain is not your cup of tea, which I think it's only Nick's cup of tea, there are thousands of other titles for you to choose from. I mean, other great shows. I mean, they just released the 90s classic, The Babysitter's Club movie on Blu-ray. They just released the Alex Winter classic Freaked on Blu-ray. They just released they released all 10 seasons of Robot Chicken on Blu-ray for you to watch. And if you go over there and buy any of those titles and use our checkout code 3-way, you're going to save 50% on your purchase. Just make sure you let them know that you heard it from the 3-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast. And they take requests. So if you're looking for something, be sure to email them. They'll be sure to help you out. All of this and more at moviesarusa.net. All right.
Go down to your local fish and chip stop and try 3-way as your promo code and see what they give you.
Yeah, see, if you do that, they're probably going to tell you to get the fuck out.
Time out. Offsides traveling. Why? Go down to your local what and try 3-way?
Fish and chip store. And say 3-way. And see if you get a deal. If you do, tell them we sent you.
What the fuck is fish and chip store?
Do you know what fish and chips are?
Nope.
No?
Shelby, I swear to God.
What questions?
That's the first question of the night. What the fuck is fish and chips?
You don't know what fish and chips are? Like, you're being legit.
Oh my God, I'm gonna kill him.
No, I'm asking seriously.
And I'm asking you seriously.
All right, fish chips is like fish and fries, man.
Okay, well that I know, but there's a store.
Wow, I mean,
yeah, there's restaurants and shit.
Yeah,
you can go and get fish and chips. You just go in and order fish and chips.
Yeah,
that's all they got.
So then why would I go down there and use 3-way? Like,
because that might do something. Might give you something. Yeah, who knows? You start saying 3-way everywhere.
Hey, you might get laid too.
You might get laid.
Moving on to our questions before I have a.
Not at the fish and chip store. That'd be.
Well, you might. Just might smell
might.
Moving on. The first one, even though it's not showing up here, but I remember it. And Jason wants to know, what was Kane's best match?
Oof.
God
damn.
Great Khali, WrestleMania 23.
I'm gonna have
No, I'd probably say the ambulance match with Shane McMahon.
Yeah, I liked that one.
It's a good shout. That's good.
And his follow-up, like the last week, was did he win that match? And yes, he did. Mm-hmm. All right, the next one here comes from July Caves, which is, hey guys, who do you think is the sexiest WWE diva of all time? Mine's a tie between Charlotte Flair and Lacey Evans.
Oh.
Mae Young.
Oh my God.
Can
you legitimately answer the question, please?
Why not? Why can't it be Mae Young?
You have fucked strippers, and I know this. I know you would never put your dick inside fucking Mae Young.
I have never done
well,
that
especially not
in my
now.
life. Yeah, I mean, she's dead, so you can't. And I've never done that in my life.
Oh, you fucking lying piece of shit.
No, I am not lying. I have never done that in my life.
Oh my God. We are currently looking for a new co-host of the three.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Fuck.
Today, Junior.
Hey. You gotta give it some. Oh. All right, you're gonna give me shit. Yeah, you're gonna give me shit. Shayna Baszler.
Oh my God. I'm done with both of you.
I kind of saw that coming.
Of all time.
Hey man, sorry, but you know.
Next question comes from Dave Metzer, and that is, hey guys, do you believe in the moon landing?
Until they tell me.
Sorry.
Until they tell me that wind can blow on the moon. No, wait. Until they tell me otherwise, yes, because whatever.
Until
like
we,
all the
until we are taking like weekly moon trips and shit, then no.
I like all the conspiracy theories behind it, but yes, I do believe in the moon landing.
And also, why do you think Demon Kane was never as popular as Undertaker in WWE? I always thought he was.
Now, are we just talking Kane in general, or when he came back as the Demon Kane, when they started referring to him as the Demon Kane? Because to me, that's just like one little part of his career, and I mean, that was
well, I always thought with Kane with the mask on was Demon Kane.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I don't think he was quite as over as The Undertaker, because I don't think he was as good, and he wasn't the first either. That's the other thing,
well,
too.
I always thought he was as popular as Undertaker.
I disagree.
Maybe not more popular, but he was
definitely not. Yeah,
I
was
would
definitely
say
up there.
as popular, but not more.
And Stug only asked one question this week, and that was, what are your top 3 moments about CM Punk's debut? I'm kidding.
Really?
That's not no. What do you all think about CM Punk's debut on AEW Rampage? I believe we kind of discussed that in the news. So
yeah.
Dave Metzer asks, what are you guys' favorite WWE pay-per-view ever?
Oof.
Wow.
December to Dismember.
December to Dismember.
Heyman at ringside during the Elimination Chamber is just gold. You know he's done like 5 minutes in that match. He's just, and you just know it's just like, and it's your last night.
No, I'd probably say WrestleMania 22, man.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, I mean, this changed by the day. You could ask me tomorrow, and I wouldn't give you the same answer because that's such a hard question to ask. But I'm going to say WrestleMania 21 because I think that's the WrestleMania I've watched the most, and it's a great pay-per-view.
It is a good one.
WrestleMania 19. Only because I've watched it more than I've watched WrestleMania 3. I've watched Steamboat versus Savage overall more than I've watched WrestleMania 19. In terms of an overall show, I've watched the full show of 19 more than WrestleMania 3, and thus more than any other pay-per-view. So yeah, 19.
It wouldn't be Survivor Series 02?
Survivor Series 01 I also like. King of the Ring 01 I also like. Oh shit.
I love that pay-per-view,
it changes
man.
by the day.
I love that pay-per-view, man. I remember watching WWF Oh Shit, and like, man, it was just a good one.
Yeah, it was a good one.
And the next question?
Like, that would change by the day.
Next one is going to be from Dave Metzer as well. It's going to be, why do you guys think WWE has never booked Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar?
I honestly don't know, but I think it. See, I don't even think it'd be a Styles clash. I think they'd work really well together.
I think it's because Bobby Lashley's black.
All right then.
I was trying to see how long I could hold it.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Money, maybe booking issues.
It's got to be like,
wrong time, wrong place.
Yeah, I mean, Lesnar was gone when Lashley first came in, right? And they haven't really crossed paths yet. You know, Lesnar was on top and Lashley wasn't.
Well, there was that time where like Reigns and Lashley were feuding to see who's going to face Lesnar, and then Reigns won that feud.
Yeah.
Wasn't Lashley and Lesnar both heels at that point though?
No, that was when Lashley was still a face.
Yeah.
I mean, they were always more Roman Reigns
and
fans.
That's when they put Lashley in that feud with Sami Zayn.
Oh God! Was that the sisters one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God. That's stupid.
See, I think it's because they know fans want it, and they're just deliberately trying not to do it.
No, they're not that smart.
Are you sure?
I'm
They
positive.
didn't give us Undertaker versus Sting, and they could have. Multiple times.
Well, that was because of Sting's stupid ass.
No, that was
Yeah.
because of Triple H's stupid ass the first time. Because Triple H initially the meetings in early January of that year, creative had discussed the Undertaker versus Sting. Triple H in the meeting said, "No, I want to match with Sting," and then Vince said, "Well, what about a triple threat?" And then the rest of creative said, "No, well, that wouldn't make any sense." And then they're like, "Well, neither would Triple H versus Sting." But Triple H was like, "But WCW and WWE," and then, well, we got that shit fest.
Oh, okay. Gold Rush 81 asks, favorite moment of the weekend and most disappointing moment of the weekend.
Walter Elia, favorite moment of the weekend.
Are we counting Friday night? Sorry.
Yeah, no, that is a good question, but I think I'd still go with Walter Elia just because it was an actual match. I know he didn't say match, but I think I'd go with that anyways. Least favorite moment of the weekend was fucking Boggs and his stupid shenanigans. Bullshit. Fuck, I hate that guy.
Favorite moment of the weekend. Let me go with Dragunov and Walter just because that was incredible. Least favorite, the overall predictability of SummerSlam in general.
Least favorite moment was whoever fucking wrote the results on WrestlingHeadlines.com. And favorite moment was fucking seeing Bianca get her ass beat in 26 seconds. Loved it. Loved it. I play a game now where like I put the match on, the 26-second match, not the entrances, anything like that, but I put the match on and see if I can beat off before the 26 seconds is over. You win every time. It's fun. It's great. You should try it.
Okay.
Oh. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, like, hey, remember, sex for water. I haven't had any sex in 3 years. All right, Gold Rush 81 also asks, thoughts on Adam Cole's loss and what does that mean for his future? We discussed that.
Yeah.
Andrew asks, what was this past month the best month for professional wrestling in the last 20 years, considering AEW's roster additions, Impact's successful integration with AEW, WWE's ride, turning SummerSlam, etc.?
Again, I think you can make an argument for it. Best week in the past 20 years?
Best month.
Best month, sorry, in the past 20 years. I mean, I can't think of one that was better, but I'm sure there has been ones that are at least almost as good. I think that's a hard thing to judge, Yeah.
If I had like an encyclopedic type deal in front of me of each year of the past 20 and the big wrestling events that happened, I would better be equipped to answer this question.
Yeah, that's a hard question.
That said, given the that's a hard question to answer.
Yeah.
I mean, all companies are making big splashes coming out of the pandemic, and I think that's another thing we have to consider. In the past 20 years, there hasn't been a pandemic for wrestling companies to come out of to attract fans, to bring fans in.
Yeah. You know what? Considering the past year and a half and the way that things have gone, yes, I'll say this has been the best month in the past 20 years, just because of like coming out of that. It's just, the crowds are insane. They're dying down a little bit now, but they're going to be insane into fucking Christmas if this shit keeps up the way it does. So yeah, I'd say
think about when Brian comes into AEW, they're gonna shit. Oh
yeah. Yeah.
And especially if little Tony paid for the final countdown, that place is gonna explode.
Was that his theme on the Indies? Because you've mentioned that quite a lot.
In Ring of Honor, that was his theme, and the crowd would sing. So he would get up on the what he would do, like he would get to the turnbuckle and like do like the thing he would do in WWE. Only instead of saying yes, he would hit the ceiling as the crowd says it's the final countdown, and then they would all like sing along and all this shit. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Andrew also asked, do you think all the ex-WWE talent now in AEW is good or bad for the rest of the indie darling heavy roster?
I think it's good, just because they have guys to teach the indie guys how to work properly, because a lot of them, unfortunately, don't get that proper training. But at the same time, I think they're getting to a point now where they gotta stop signing talent. They're just too many guys on the roster, and too many of them aren't doing anything or doing anything of importance. And there's just going to be guys that you don't see and just kind of flounder. And I mean, if Tony Khan wants to spend his money that way, then I guess Tony Khan spend his money that way. But too many guys.
I mean, yeah, because that was the whole point of AEW, is not seeing the same fucking people over and over again. And now we're getting to that point. Because I mean, look who.
Yeah.
Because I still stand on my belief that I don't believe Chris Jericho should have been the first AEW champion. When their whole fucking platform was like, we want to make new stars. I still stand by my belief that Adam Page should have been the first AEW champion. But hey, Will, go suck the fat ass. Now that y'all know where that clip comes from, it's even better. But, now you have Christian in there, which, I mean, I guess they're mainly using him right now to help Impact, which, okay, I guess that works out.
And he's doing a lot of stuff with Jurassic Express, too, isn't he? Jurassic Express?
Yeah.
What's their name?
Jurassic Express. Got it.
Yeah. He's doing a lot of stuff with them, which is helping them, too, right? So.
Yeah. I mean, and then now you have Jericho kind of like in lower main event type of status, upper mid card.
Send Jericho away for a little while.
Now you have CM Punk back, which I mean they threw him right into the upper mid card.
Yeah, well.
So I think some of them you can use to your advantage. If Bray Wyatt, who is rumored to come in, or Wyndham Rotunda, whatever, if the friend comes in, I just think it up, but when you're putting on, and I understand they have a lot of talent, but for a show like AEW Dark and Dark Elevation, I'm sorry, I don't want to sit there and fucking watch 14 matches where I know the outcome to 12 of them before they even start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're showcasing new talent that people haven't seen. I don't care. If I know that new talent's going to lose, then I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They already got enough programming anyways. I think that's mostly just to get some of their new guys some exposure of some type. Maybe there's something interesting that happens on that, and you're like, oh, I'm going to go check that out. And you're like, oh, that was a cool match, whatever, right?
Yeah, but still, if I know who's going to win, then there's no point in me watching sometimes.
I guess. I don't know. I think that's they shouldn't.
Because when AEW Dark first started, go look at the very first episode of AEW Dark. It was 3 matches, and they were all very good competitive matches. Now go look at last week's AEW Dark. It's 27 fuck matches, and the outcome of every single one of them, and maybe 2 of them, you're just okay, well, that one could go either way.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't like about it now.
Yeah.
Andrew also asked, when are all y'all going to grow a beard and cut your hair like Brock Lesnar?
Tomorrow.
My beard is currently growing back in, and I will not grow my hair like Brock Lesnar. He looks like a fucking onion.
I know.
I'll do it.
Nick goes live on his Facebook page every day, and I go leave comments on his videos, but he never responds to them anymore.
Oh yeah, because the camera is reversed now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because when you first shaved your head, I was just like, we'll find the cure, buddy. Don't worry. And then today I wrote, does your head squeak when you rub it? And I was like, he never responds to my shit anymore. So like, I'm gonna stop coming.
No, it's because before it had front facing camera, and now it's rear facing camera. So I'm looking at the back of my phone.
Well, go back to fucking front facing.
Give it.
You say that like it's a chore.
Yeah.
But I was just getting the rhythm of the rear face.
But then you can't see my funny comments.
I see them after and I laugh and not
not
respond.
It's not the same.
I like seeing the live reaction, you know. And the last one here from Andrew is: do you think Vince will sell WWE, and who do you imagine buying?
I thought that they were going to have a sale this summer, and it hasn't happened yet.
I would love to see little Tony buy it. It goes up for sale, and then just an anonymous bid goes in. And Vince is like, Jacksonville, Florida. What the hell is this? Whoa, pal, that's a whole lot of money. All right, we'll take it. Mr. McMahon.
Or how ironic would it be if
WWE...
How ironic would it be if WWE goes up for sale and Eric Bischoff buys it?
That would be gold. Or Ted Turner buys it.
I heard some stuff that like NBC might be interested in it, or Disney or something.
I hope Disney doesn't buy it.
Yeah, Disney would fucking destroy it.
People are pissed at Peacock's editing fucking WWE. Can you imagine what it's going to be on Disney?
Yeah, it'd be fucking brutal.
I would love to see little Tony buy it, though, just for the idea of, Mr. McMahon, there's a call for you on line 1. What? Why would there be a call? What? Hello? Hi, this is Anthony Khan. I'm the CEO of All Elite Wrestling. I would just like to inform you your services are no longer needed. Thanks, pal. You're fired.
We wish you the best in your future endeavors.
All Elite Wrestling wishes Vince McMahon the best in his future endeavors. Yeah, good.
Oh my god. Yeah, I just hope it's not Disney. You know, Disney's buying like fucking everything.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you think WWE's watered down now, shit, if Disney gets their hands on it.
Oh, it'd be a joke.
Yeah.
Pretty soon they just get rid of the wrestlers and just have like fucking holograms going out in the ring.
You thought the Muppets on Raw were bad.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be that every fucking week.
Wait until Sheamus comes to the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, fella.
Just like doing weird crossovers.
Oh, Sheamus! And he floats in and shit.
Bro kicks the door.
That's amazing.
Oh no, he's the mystery. He's the mystery Mouse Cthulhu. That's our mystery Mouse Cthulhu. Oh, mystery Mouse Cthulhu, fella!
It hits Goofy like every time. Goofy just goes flying every time.
Now, if Sheamus went on set and just beat the shit out of all of them, that'd be entertainment.
Oh my god. I kind of want to see that now. Disney, buy him. Fuck, buy him. Fuck, yeah. I kind of want to watch it now.
Do it.
Buy him.
Sheamus bro kicking the Mickey
do an
Mouse
all
Muppet
door. Do an all Muppet episode of Raw where like even the wrestlers are Muppets.
Oh, the God. Muppet Rumble.
Oh my god, yes.
Statler and Waldorf at number 1 and number 2.
No, they're the commentators.
Oh god! Oh yes, yes.
Oh my god! All right, so those were all the questions this week. Now we move on to our vintage pick.
That was a lot of questions.
Yeah, not really.
That was more than normal. There's a lot more people asking questions than normal too.
Yeah, because when you threaten to kill animals, you kind of get
that's when they started.
Stop doing that.
Just love Nick's reaction. You gotta stop doing that. But now we're moving on to our vintage pick of the week, which could be a match, could be a show, could be a segment, could be promo, who knows. Just something we think that you should go back and check out there. So, Nick, hit us with your vintage pick of the week.
From Valentine's Day 2004, it was the Ring of Honor Pure Championship Finals, contested between CM Punk and AJ Styles.
AJ won that too, didn't he?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he was the first. Well, obviously he was if he won that match, but he was the first pure champion. That was like the only title he held there too.
Yep. Well, it was during his TNA run.
Yeah. So mine is going to be from, well, almost a year ago. Ilya versus Walter 1. Talked about it earlier. One of my favorite match from last year entirely. I didn't watch a lot of wrestling last year though. But yeah, great match, great result.
Wasn't that the match where like they had to get submissions and a certain amount of time?
That was it. Yep.
He's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go with it.
I'm just gonna go with it. He might stop.
I also picked a Punk thing for this vintage pick of the week, and it was when Stone Cold Steve Austin guest hosted Raw, and it was the backstage segment where Punk was just berating Steve Austin for drinking beer, and he was just like, "Are you drunk right now? Huh? Can you say your ABCs backwards?" And Steve Austin just replies with, "I can whip your ass backwards."
That's a good one.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today. The fucking I can whip your ass backwards. You know, can you say your ABCs backwards? I can whip your ass backwards. It looked like they were setting up for like a Steve Austin return, but it just never came to fruition. It looked like.
Well, was that when they did the dueling covers for the video game, or was that later?
I don't know.
Yeah, they did like Attitude Era.
Oh yeah, game. I think so.
And then they had that like fucking sit down interview thing where they were talking to each other, and yeah, I think that was around that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you drunk right now, Steve? Can you say your ABCs backwards? I can whip your ass backwards. That makes me laugh to this day.
Yeah.
That and the Kane promo where he's like Canaanites, and those two things just make me laugh to this day.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh my God. So good. There's the bell. So you know what that means. It signifies the end of the three-way dance. And next week, we actually have to come up with something to do.
Isn't next week fucking All Out?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Next weekend's All Out.
So so then next week would be our review of it.
Right?
No.
I thought it was like
so
the 20...
this coming weekend. It's not this weekend. A week from Saturday.
I thought it was like at the end of August.
Nope.
Okay, and so then we'll figure out.
It is, September 5th.
Oh, okay. So we'll figure out something. I mean, we threw together the Rampage episode, the draft episode, which, hey, the numbers on that were fantastic for the week, which we're almost at 100 on that for a week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which is pretty good for us. So we'll figure out something. Don't know what it is yet, but maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll review something. I don't know. But I thought about doing a classic pay-per-view review, but the thing on that is if we do a classic pay-per-view, we have to go blow by blow. And I really
what do you mean by blow by blow?
You know, like, okay, the match starts and then Undertaker hits an arm drag, and then, you know, like, you really have to go blow by blow to really get the full experience.
Yeah.
You know, but all right, guys, so that's going to do it for us. Thank you guys for listening. Leave your questions in the comments down below. Check out all of our sponsors in the description down below. And for Nick and Shelby, till next week, be breezy.